Let's bring in our experts. Still with us, forensic psychiatrist Dr. Carol Lieberman, joining us now in Pensacola, Florida. Private investigator Lauren Vellucci is with us. In Salt Lake City, Utah, retired police commander, host of the Profiling Evil podcast, Mike King. And in Jacksonville, Alabama, professor of forensics at Jacksonville State University, former senior investigator for the Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office, and the host of the Body Bags podcast, Joseph Scott Morgan, is with us. Joseph, I want to start with you. Your thoughts about DM, Dylan, the surviving roommate. What happened here? What's going on? What's the explanation?
I think that's something that everyone is pondering right now. Why did it take so long for that call to be made? And again, I don't know that there's any specific tie back to DM relative to the 9/11 call. That remains to be seen. We'll find out eventually. But then I got to tell you, one of the most striking things about this case to this point for me relative to DM is that when this individual stepped past her, they found a latent shoe print. Dressed in black, you know, there were a lot of us thinking that maybe this individual had a Tyvek suit on, which is something we use in crime scene investigation to cover the body. No, he's dressed in black, and he left behind, apparently, the Starburst pattern shoe print that can be tied back to a Van brand shoe. That is significant. That's right outside that door.
Mike King, what are your thoughts about what happened here with the surviving roommate?
Like Joe Scott, I was really captivated by that. But the thing that really got to me on this one, Vinny, was that DM saw his bushy eyebrows. So there was this eye-to-eye contact. And my thought is that this predator inside is so focused on what he's done that he's looking right beyond her and focused more on that right-hand turn to head out the sliding glass window and get out of the house. I suspect, based on the way the floor plan looks, that door would have swung open to the left as you go inside of her bedroom, and she probably only had that door open to a small amount of space, especially if she thought there was something going on the other side of the door that was frightening. But that was the third time. And to just wrap up my thoughts here, Vinny, why it took so long, man, as you were talking, I had this flashback of Elizabeth Smart's little sister who saw the guy that abducted Elizabeth Smart, but it took her weeks, almost months, to figure out and be able to say something about it.
Yeah. Lauren, what are your thoughts about what we learned, the most shocking revelation today, that someone inside that home saw the killer and survived?
Benny, I've been racking my brains ever since this thing came out today. The only thing I can possibly think of is that maybe it wasn't a ski type of mask, like a creepy person is going to go and do a burglary, right? Maybe it was a COVID mask, and so it didn't necessarily make her think that there was someone in the house to harm them. And given that she only heard crying, she didn't hear help or screams and things like that, maybe she just thought that someone came in the house, there was some kind of drama going on, and it creeped her out when he walked past her. I can't wrap my brain around it, but that's the only thing that I could think of, is that she didn't think that anyone was injured.
Text message.
Dr. Carol Lieberman, I only have 30 seconds for you, but I saved you for last. Your thoughts about
Okay.
Dylan. Go ahead.
That is the most intriguing part of this whole affidavit.